Hey, these last 2 weeks on the follow through have been about like kind of a little course correct for us as church. It's family. It's not just a building, although it is often in a building of some sort, a place. It matters, but it's hearts, it's lives, it's the family, it's all of those things. So let's keep going with that. How about now? Let's go. Yeah, we're going to be in Romans 16, verses 3 to 5. And I want us to see, because this is like a really cool section. Now, here it is. You can take sections like this and say, oh, it's just like every letter, you have shout outs to different people, and, it's just a list of names. It's never just a list of names, It's a reminder to us that, there's no throwaway things in the Bible. The genealogies, like at the beginning of Matthew, this one begat that one begat that one. I mean, that just shows you the how God's plan was very intentional, and all the people in that have a story. There's a history. Some of them we know a lot about. Some of them we know very little about. But they're all important. They're parts of this. You trace it back. The flow goes, and Paul's trying to remind us, like, the church is about people. It's people, and not just generic people. Do you know what I'm saying? It's human beings, right? That's why I'll see sometimes a church website, and I know other guys who do church websites will say, stock photos. They've got a stock photo of kids studying the Bible or a family, and it's like, hey, do those people go to your church? No, it's just from whatever thing I found online, and it's like, wow, like you probably have people in your church, and so like when we did a church, redid our website, we brought someone in to take pictures of the people here, so we wouldn't have sort of stock photos. Now again, if your church uses stock photos, just take some pictures of your people. Use your phone and load them up. Get those people's permission and all that good stuff for safety and all that, especially with kids. But when you can, use alive human beings, okay? So, sermon over. Romans 16, verse 3. Paul is kind of wrapping up this letter, and but he's wanting to like maybe thank some people, give some directions to people, because it's about the people, especially because Paul wasn't there. And so he's like, they got all these people, and they've done some amazing things. So here's what just a part of this. You can read the whole section on your own, but I'm just going to read verses 3, 4, and 5. He says, greet Prisca and Aquila, my fellow workers in Christ Jesus, who risked their necks for my life, to whom not only I give thanks, but all the churches of the Gentiles give thanks as well. Greet also the church in their house. Greet my beloved Epaenetus, that's a fun name, right? Who was the very first convert to Christ in Asia. Greet Mary, who has worked hard for you. Now notice, for all of those, there's a history. There's something that they did. These two folks were fellow workers. They stuck their necks out, right? The church was meeting in their house. And he goes, I want you to, the constant refrain is giving thanks and encouraging them and lifting them up, and notice the work they're doing. Notice how incredible they are, because they matter and they need that attaboy. They need that encouragement, not for themselves, but it's just, we need it, right? I think Paul would say it's wrong for us to demand it or to even expect it, but it is great for us to give it, right? And so he's going to encourage all of that. All of that. Notice, like not only him, but the churches of the Gentiles, the churches of those who were far from God, but God brought in. They were on the outside. And they're thankful to these people. How awesome is that? We're part of the plan. We're part of the mission. Your family's part of the mission. Your church family is part of the mission. Hopefully you don't see a difference in those, that your family is your church family is your family, right? It's all there. God working, people partnering, people sticking their neck out, not playing it safe, but going for it and saying, I'm gonna help these people. I'm gonna do what it takes, regardless of what people think about me or what they say about me. How cool is that? I want us to again connect with that today. Connect with and say, you know what, Lord, am I throwing myself in my hat in the ring here, or do I just kind of, or am I more of the consumer? See, this is what the whole thing we're trying to maybe fight against this week. Is this idea that I just go to church to get a product, to enjoy a service, and we actually call it a service, but to where like I am the consumer of that thing. And listen, I don't care if it's contemporary worship or ancient hymns. You can still have that same mindset. You know what I'm saying? You could be going in, I want these hymns, I want this service. You can be going in, I want the rock, I want the drums, I want all that, I want this. And I want you to do it, and I want you to, and I want it to be just the way I want it. I want this for my kids, and I want that, and I want this, and I want that, and I want that. But I'm not going to really stick my neck out or put myself into a kind of a giving position. Is that a family? Be honest. How would you see a family member who treated your family that way? And just here for the food. Just here to get, are you ready? I really don't want to talk with you. Could you imagine that? Somebody in your house, like part of your family, just comes in to sleep or to get some food. Doesn't really want any relationship, doesn't really want to talk, doesn't want to contribute, doesn't want to give anything to the running of that house. See, I think you're starting to see the issue. And the much better way, where if we're all going, no, I'm here for the relationships. I'm here to hear about God. I'm here to help you learn about God. I'm here to support this in any way that I can. Because it matters. Because it really and it really boils down to that. Does this matter? Does what God is doing in our world and in our churches matter to you? Or is it just like some extra little thing that you do? I think we got to come to terms with that. And I pray that we choose this life in Christ, this life with the people of God in the house of God, where we honor every person and their contribution, and we jump in and go, yeah, that's going to inspire me to give of myself as well. All right, so great to have you with us. I'm Pastor Fred. This is the Follow Through. Hit that subscribe button and share this with somebody, and we'll talk to you next time for another Follow Through.